From just 4 outlets in 2005, today the Sorbet Group has something in the region of 110 outlets, group sales amounting to well over 100 million rand a year. It really is an astonishing story of brand and marketing success. The Chief Executive, Fuhr, is with us. A very warm welcome to you, Ian. So there you are on a massage therapist's table.
Indeed.
Pick up the story.
I was having a very relaxing afternoon. And she said to me, why don't you think about the beauty industry? I had just sold my previous company, Supermart, to the Edcon Group, and I was looking for something to do, and I really didn't take it too seriously, to be honest. I just couldn't see myself in the beauty industry. But she was persistent, and I tried to investigate what happened in that industry, and I found that it was a very fragmented industry. Lots of mom-and-pop stores, lots of independents, no real branded chain, and that was quite attractive to me, and that was what actually drew me into the industry. So I bought up a few company stores, independents, and then we transformed those, we rebranded them into the Sorbet.
It's got to be said that you had little or no experience. In fact, scrap the word little. You had
zero.
No experience in this industry.
Big zero, yes.
Where did you see the gap, though? I mean, the whole secret here is you've got to spot the gap. You spotted the gap, but you've also got to ask yourself as an entrepreneur why the gap exists.
Correct. I mean, it's fine to be able to find a gap in the business, but you have to also find business in the gap, and I wasn't quite sure that would be the case. But I had to try. I thought that this was an opportunity to challenge the conventional wisdom of the beauty industry, and to look at different opportunities where I could perhaps make a difference. And I saw there that there was a big chance to try and build a brand, you know, which is easier said than done, but that was the thing. It was quite an intuitive decision, I believe.
You shook up the industry. Were there naysayers? Were there people that were opposed to what you were doing?
There's always naysayers. In fact, my family thought I'd completely lost the plot. But I spent the first 4 years...
Sorry, Dad. Yes, we were wrong. Yeah.
They all now work with me, so that's great, all three of them. Yeah, but I think the first 4 years were pretty dark. You know, there was some really dark times. I remember once calling one of our stores and saying, how's it going? And they said, well, it's pretty quiet in the mornings and then it tapers off in the afternoon. So that was the kind of stuff that's the last thing you want to hear. And yeah, so the first 4 or 5 years, we just put a lot of money into branding. We didn't worry too much about profitability. And I think that in the end paid off, although it was quite difficult sometimes to see it through.
So define the brand for me. What is it?
It's a fresh brand. I think that was the thing. We wanted to differentiate the brand in every possible way. The old traditional beauty salons were based more on treatments. There was sort of dim lighting. It was the ambiance was all important. And we decided to completely turn that upside down. We decided to put retail at the forefront of our business and become, in fact, today it's still more than 50% of our sales is in products. And the balance is in treatments. And we completely changed the look and feel of what a traditional salon looked like. So it was bright, it was colorful. The name Sorbet was picked because it was reminiscent of the ice cream, which was fresh and tantalizing and fun and colorful. And that.
At the heart of this, though, is customer service. You're quoted as saying that you have to build loyalty one guest at a time.
Yeah, that's absolutely critical. We always believe that you got to put service before reward and people before profits. And if you can build a culture that focuses on people and service, you'll be able to build loyalty, as we say, one guest at a time. We have to create a brand experience for each and every guest, that when they leave, they're feeling good about themselves, that they're positive, that they go out there and spread the gospel in terms of an expectation that was exceeded rather than just met.
Lessons for entrepreneurs. Is there anything that you would have done differently?
I would have hoped to be able to start franchising a little bit sooner. We had to open 22 company-owned stores, but I think... You're
irrevocably locked into this franchise model, aren't you?
Yes, absolutely. I believe completely in the franchise model for our business. We've sold most of the original company-owned stores to franchisees, and without doubt, you know, each time we sell it to a franchisee, the turnover goes up about 25%.
But how would you have franchised earlier, given that there was a lot of dark and gloomy days?
You had to build the brand. We couldn't, you know, we couldn't sell one single franchise in the beginning, so we just kept spending money on the brand, trying to get people to understand the nature of service and quality. It was working with our staff, and that was quite difficult. We try and get people to understand that they come to work to serve, not to make money.
In fact, as a final question, this is what I want to ask you in terms of building that staff culture. You're also quoted as saying we have open and frank conversations about race relations, tolerance, success, and working together.
Yes, that's part of our servant leadership style, which is a little different to the traditional management style. I come from a race relations consulting background many years ago, and I've always tried to recognize that we have a polarized workforce in many ways, and we need to try and get people to understand, respect, and tolerate each other. And the best way to do that is through open and honest communication.
Fuhr from Sorbet, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.